Okay, hello. Okay, I think we're starting. I'm going to set this to live chat, and hopefully, I'm trying to do this early enough. I've just been waiting literally a whole week to do this. I needed to find my Ikuchi. Okay. I had misplaced it, and so I started searching on the floor. Maybe it fell between my bed, etc., etc. Turned out I put it in my new knife roll. Duh! So it's hanging on the back of my wall. So I finally found it. Reason why this is important, I'm going to go over these, is because, just wait for it, Jason, my man. So just wait for it. Upcoming, you guys know OCD for EDC, Jason, Justin, excuse me. And
Hi, Jason.
Hi. Hold on, let me skip this song. Okay, and wait for it. As you can see, the gap for the compression locks for both of these are oddly shaped. For the Ikuchi, it's minimal at best. And for the Watu, you've got the part of the tang or part of the ricasso, the sort of the forward choil ricasso jimping part. It gets in the way. You see that? So you have to use the bottom half. So I have agreed to send these to Justin at OCD for EDC. And if you don't know what the compression made easy is, the CMEs, they're these G10, he basically custom makes these G10 tabs that allow you to, sorry, this is just way too loud. That allow you to, especially for lefties, so that you can just press it. Let me show you. Well, I have a PM. The only other compression lock I have is a PM2, so I'm going to get one of those from him for my Digicam. Hold on, I'll just go get it.
Amor,
Fala.
olha a foto do vídeo. Olha. Ai, meu pai do céu. Olhei o corpo no chão e fechei minha janela de frente.
Por quê? O que aconteceu com foto de...
Olha aonde que você botou o vídeo do som. A menina tá com o olho assim, ó. Aí eu tô imitando ela.
Sério?
Olha lá, olha pra tela.
Eu
não aguentei.
Eu vou ver depois. So here's the PM2. There's the compression lock. As you can see, he makes compression locks that fit that space there. If you can see that. So, he puts it right in there so that it's easier to do with your left hand. Anyway, so I'm going to get one for the PM2. Now, if anyone has any opinions, so I've got the Digicamo, which I absolutely love, and I'm going to get black. That way it'll match the black blade. I thought that, oh wait, no. Or I was going to get the green. Oh yeah, you know what? I think I might have opted for the green. So tell me if you think I should get black. Molly, Justin's wife over at OCD for EDC, recommended OD green because there's already too much black, she said. So go for the OD green. So I might do that, although the OD green that they have is much greener. This is almost a beige color, There's a little bit of OD green, I think, right there. So anyway, they're gonna custom make some CMEs for that. Next, I did this at a time I was hoping Stuff We Do might be able to join in. Go black. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll go black. Why? Because of the black blade? Hi, little one. Who's the... Oh, Bernardo. Oi, Bernardo.
Diz oi pra todo mundo, Bey. Say the hi.
Fala hi.
Hi. Fala hi. Fala alto. Hi. Tá com vergonha. Dá tchau.
No. No. Okay. Okay, and then let's see. These are just some random knives. I have trouble with the marksman, to be honest. Okay. Next, I was hoping stuff we do would join in because look at this. Chef's cut Biltong. He's always talking about Biltong. So let me read this back here. Oh, well, over here, let me read it like this. Possibly more important than what's in the bag is what's not in it, sugar. And not because we resorted to any artificial sweeteners. Biltong, a South African staple, is a form of air-dried meat that's naturally made without sugar, using a handcrafted selection of spices and razor-thin cuts of beef. Our chef has put his own spin on the South African snack. The result, an authentic, flavor-packed biltong that rings true from Cape Town to Cape Cod. Okay. So, New Jersey. No, wait, never mind, New York. Okay. Ingredients: beef, vinegar, salt, spices, rosemary, mushroom powder, cultured celery powder. Okay. Premium beef, you need spice blend, air dried, sliced thin. So there's that. What? Sell by 10/28/2020? Okay, so that's old. I got that from the free food giveaway. No wonder it was expired. Well, it's not expired. I put Best By date to sell more. So that's what it looks like. Oh wow, it smells really good. I mean,
Isso é o quê?
É carne.
É carne seca?
É.
Carne seca?
Sim.
Gente, amo carne seca.
Mas é carne seca, tipo de África do Sul. É Biltong.
Você come já?
Excuse me. Whoops. That didn't work
out.
It's because I'm moving around on the bed. I'm going to have to hold it now. Such a janky setup. Okay, so that happened. Does it taste different? I guess. It's certainly very flavorful. And I guess beef jerky always has sugar in it. I didn't know that.
I would, my love.
Olha, Biltong. Isso é o tipo de carne seca de África do Sul. So I was hoping stuff we do would be able to chime in because he's always missing the live streams, and it's because, the timing is not good. So it should be... Alexa, what time is it in South Africa?
In South Africa, it's 8:25 p.m.
So it's 8:25 p.m. So I don't know if he's going to see this. I don't know if he has like Instagram or whatever to be able to see. This is the top Terminus XR. And yes, it absolutely has problems with that clip there. I know I keep mentioning it, but I'm going to eventually do a video on it. That clip is a huge, huge problem. I mean, it's a gigantic fail. Oh, yeah. And in how much sodium? Usually the sodium count is high in beef jerky. Sodium, 400 milligrams, which is 17%. 400 milligrams. Is that a lot? I think it might be a lot. So, and then in the last video, hold on, this thing is going to fall again. There. Okay. What was I doing? The last video, yeah. I did the thing on yellow knives. You know, do you have yellow knives? And so I showed this. It's got the little fire steel here. There's a little fire steel. And this is the Schnitzel. It's a German company. And
o que é isso do lado da faca? Nossa, que faca linda, gostei.
Isso é para
esse ferrinho.
Para fogo.
Ah, verdade. Ai, que chique.
So,
isso é muito legal.
É.
Eu gosto.
Now, I heard of this knife because of the DBK, the Dutch bushcraft. What is it? Dutch bushcraft knives. And, you know, the DBK boys, they call themselves out there in the Netherlands. There it goes again. Safety first. Anyway, they did a review on this knife. I think on this knife. 400 is pretty low for jerky. Normal is 700 to 1,000. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I was talking about yellow knives, and so I got this because I lacked yellow knives, and I realized that when I was wearing my pajama pants out and about, and I realized I didn't have yellow knives. So this is one of the few yellow knives I have. But I was mentioning I have the other, and I have tons of green knives, of course. That's one of my favorite colors. This DBK also did a review on this. It's the kid's knife. So if you got a kid, they love this knife because they're like, it's an insult that kids' knives are crappy. And they did a full-blown review, and they hard test their knives that they review. I mean, I don't know if they were the first to do it, but they did make it popular, the idea of destruction tests for knives. You know, they try and destroy their knives. So as you can see, there's no point. So this is the idea of I think in Europe it's a whole thing, the idea of kids' knives for bushcraft and for camping and such. I mean, we have Boy Scout knives, but I think they do more of a fixed blade thing out there without all the rest of the tools and everything. So let's compare these. So the Schnitzel Do, which I think is the kid's knife, is shorter. It's 8CR13. The Schnitzel regular, whatever that one's called, is a Sandvik. It's 14C 28N. And that's G10, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty decently chamfered. So let me flip it around. I'm blocking it too much. I don't know if you can really see. Do it like that. Oh, maybe I can let go of this finally. And this is flat ground, the kids one, I realize. It's a full flat ground. It's not a Scandi grind with a micro bevel. And this one is a true Scandi. I mean, it is awesomely sharp. I mean, it is so toothy. I mean, I'm afraid to touch it. So there's that.
O que o Jason falou no chat, amor? Eu não entendo.
That's cool. Hold on. That's cool. My daughter has a toy Victorian axe. You mean the plastic one? Um, she is about to be 6 in 2 months. She wants a real knife to cut cardboard boxes like Daddy. Oh my God, that's so cute. Um, yeah, I don't know. What do you think about that? White Mountain Knives is soon going to start carrying these schnitzel knives. So I don't know if you think that's too dangerous for her. Danny from D's Knives, he got his daughter an Essie Azula, a pink one. It's adorable. And you know what the Essie Azula is. I mean, talk about a real knife. I mean, the Essie Azula is often chosen by, quote unquote professionals as like their main EDC knife. I was just watching a guy on YouTube, and he's not necessarily a knife guy. He's a bushcraft guy. And he swears by the Essie Azula. He says that he carries that everywhere. And that's his main go-to. And then he carries a separate SE, probably 4 or 5 or maybe 6, as his sort of bushcraft knife. But everything he can do with the Azula, he does. So that's what Danny got his daughter. Although that's pretty pricey for a kid's knife. Tell me what you think about that. This is, I forgot, maybe 30-ish, 20, 30-ish, I think. Because this one is maybe 40, 50-ish. And this is a Sandvik. And so sadly, I don't think Stuff We Do was able to chime in, which is too bad. Let's see. I mean, he will see this afterwards. How do I check the participants? Let's see. Is there anything else, Jason, that you wanted to see? Otherwise, I think I went through. The main thing I wanted to cover was the Ikuchi. I have to open it with the compression lock because the detent. Okay, so I open it once, right? Now watch. The second time, it just won't open. It's just locked out. So, see? So, Justin, OCD for EDC, is also going to fix that. So that ought to be a very interesting video to watch. So it's sort of a sneak peek once he receives this. He's gonna pull it. I don't even want to pull it apart. I don't want to bother. I don't want to screw it up. But he can take a look at that and fix the detent problem, whatever it is. And I believe the Ikuchis have that problem. So I have to open it with that. And this is the CQ version, by the way, as you can see. And that action is phenomenal. I mean, and it's so slicey. And that point is just brutal. It is just a brutal. I carried the Azula tool as an EDC for 2 years straight. Okay. The Azula 2. Is that bigger? Is that like a bigger Azula? I don't know. I don't have any SEs. The thing is, I get it that they have an incredible warranty policy, but there's zero chance I'm going to break it because I don't hard use knives at all. And to me, I just don't see the point for me to carry an Azula or an SE. I'm sure their heat treat is superior as well, but you can get Schrade 1095s for a quarter of the price. They make 1095 steel blades as well. Now, is Schrade heat treat any good? Probably not. And our SE heat treat on 1095 great? Probably. 1095 is not the greatest, most advanced steel either. I mean, it's a good high carbon steel, but it's been, grossly outdone in recent years. If you look at Cedric and Ada in Australia, he has the extensive testing, and 1095 rates okay, in edge retention. Mainly, its advantage is how tough it is. So that, you can really beat the hell out of it. And indeed, Essie got so much pressure to use super steels, and then immediately came out and said, "Here's our super steel knife," and they immediately went and broke it. So that's they like 1095 because it is so tough. Here's the first knife I modified. I painted the underside of the scale with glow in the dark paint, and this is my Ganzo, one of my favorites. Look at that. Oh yeah, I know. I was gonna cover MTEX. So I've been playing around with my MTEC button locks. I mean, look at this action. That's on bearings, or it certainly feels like it. I mean, look at that. And I mean, I paid probably like $7-8. I just want to like really emphasize. É fechar de botão, lembra? De botão.
Ah, tá.
So, I mean, sim, com flipper. I mean, don't sleep on these MTECs. I mean, don't let knife guys embarrass you out of getting a super low price MTEC. I mean, they are fantastic for the price. Even for maybe double the price. It's just the name that gets us caught up. I get it. So let me show you. There's this one. This is tip. This is tip up, which I like. And this one I just showed you. I don't think this one is.
Amor, pega aquelas que é automática. Eu esqueci o nome, você acredita?
O Kalashnikov.
Não, estilete. Pega os estilete. É que eu esqueci o nome.
Sim, o faca automático. É Kalashnikov. Lembra? O AK-47, lembra?
Ah, sim, lembrei. Yes.
Okay, so I had to. So she wants to see. Okay, so she wants to see the Kalashnikov. Let me just real quickly the other button locks. You've got your CRKT BT Fighter. This is the mini, which is in the drop point. However, the full size comes in the Tanto. You can see Jersey Knife Guy. He featured that. It's pretty fidget friendly. I mean, again, it's less drop shutty than even the MTEX. Of course, this is the Mass Drop ProTech collab Mordax. This preceded the was it the Malibu or the Newport? What was that one? I mean, I love that blade shape way more. I don't think there's any comparison. But then again, I'm a drop point guy. I mean, for sure, I'm a drop point guy. That might sound kind of boring, but So I mean, that's what the action on a Mordax looks like. So that's the gold standard. But, this is a $200+ knife. This was like $8. So let's say it's $10. You wouldn't rather have 20 different MTECs rather than the one ProTech? I mean, don't get me wrong. This is 20 CV. Okay. 20 CV is a super steel. The action, is incredible. But, I don't think these are titanium scales. I'm pretty sure they're aluminum. Right? Well, so is this. This is aluminum. It's a little bit heavier. But, I mean, you're telling me that action is this action and the super steel literally 10 times better than this? Or 20 times better? Look. I mean, it doesn't look that great. It looks kind of like a Tron knife, but some people might like that aesthetic. Look, this is my style. Plain, sleek, elegant, sophisticated. This is practically a gentleman carry. This was what, 130? What else? Oh yeah, and then this is pretty much my favorite flipper right now. In terms of my favorite fidget knife, I'd say this one pretty much takes the cake. This is the Orion Solaris because you can Spidey flick, you can thumb flick, you can button, and you can flip. This has literally every single deployment method. I mean, it's fantastic. I wanted a Mordax. I don't get as many knives as I want, though. I think my record collection gets in the way a lot. Oh, you have a record collection? Also, daycare and eating and sheltering prevents me from getting knives I want. You see, I don't have kids. I don't have bills like that, and so I waste all my money on ridiculous knives. Guess what? Your rewards are better. You've got a family. I mean, you've got tremendous blessings. I mean, yeah, the Mordax is awesome. But would I rather have a family and daycare and all that? Well, yeah, maybe I'd rather have Mordax. And freedom and liberty. Okay, anyway. What do you think? Do you like the Mordax better than the one that everyone loves right now? What is it? Is it the Newport? Is that what it's called? Or is it the Malibu? Why am I mixing those up? I mean, I'd much rather have that blade shape. That is, to me, the most beautiful blade shape I think I own, period. Actually, the overall knife itself, look at that. I can't think of a more beautiful knife. Daycare costs more than my mortgage. Oh, my God. Are you serious? I'm telling you, daycare is such a ripoff. They did this documentary series called, what was it called? Affluent. I think it was called Affluenza. AFFLUENZA. And then they even had like a book and a workbook that followed it up. And the idea of affluenza was a play on influenza. The idea that that we're all afflicted by, it's essentially a quick way of saying it's, the disease of capitalism. And they featured this family where they found that both parents were working and they were putting their kid in daycare. And then they started doing the calculations. They realized one of their jobs went purely to paying off the car and the daycare. So they chose between them, and it turned out that the wife made more than the husband. So the husband quit his job, started raising chickens in the backyard, and raised the kid at home. And they got rid of their second car. And they were back to, even, so as it were, I mean, like their lifestyle improved, their bills went down, but their income went down, but their bills also went down by half. So, there's a website that actually lists what unpaid work, what it would cost. And if you put in housewife, it's a $50,000 some dollar a year salary for, basically providing daycare, cook, maid, cleaning, blah, blah, blah. So, the things that we quote unquote do for free. And now YouTube's turning into that. Oh, last final PSA of the day. If you guys saw, Talon Sai is getting demonetized for a second time. And, everyone was in an uproar over Metal Complex. So that's Metal Complex and Talon Sai. Guys, we need to wake up and smell the coffee. It's a problem of unions, okay? So everyone needs to go check out Fairtube, the YouTube channel George Sprave. He's a German guy that makes weapons, that hand makes like bizarre weapons. I mean, he's hilarious. He makes like crossbows and stuff. He's so random and weird. But he's made Fairtube an official union. They've officially paired with an established labor union in Germany. And, both Metal Complex and Talon Sai are bemoaning the fact that they have no labor rights. And that's exactly right. YouTube is a full Yay, stuff we do. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna re-show this. Biltong.
Hey. Hi.
Oh, you know what? I should have made this the cover photo.
Welcome.
Here, I'm gonna taste it for you. Get a bigger piece here. Well, it's kind of tiny. That's how thin it is. As you can see, I kind of mostly ate it all. I couldn't resist. As you can see, I'm not vegan. One of the few people in LA that's not vegan.
Ai, amor, para de comer. Ai, eu quero, me dá um pedaço. I want my love.
Mariana's, I knew you would like it. Good. I do have a decent record, around 3,000 records. Are you kidding me? Thinned out the collection, got rid of about 10,000. Bro, were you a DJ? The freak? What do you have that many records for? I mean, I only have probably less than 100. I mean, I lost most of them, but here's what I have now. Here's a few of my old records. Lone Justice,
Oh.
Cure, Cocteau Twins. Okay. Let's see. And then I have, what do I have over here? I have, I don't know, Ravi Shankar. What do I have? Rufus and Shaka Khan.
Mais, amor.
Susie and the Banshees, The Mission.
Up. Yes.
The Cocktails. Oh. I saw them live several times in San Francisco. Oh my God. Okay. Oh yeah. So do you see there? Where is she? Oh my God. That must be here on bass, because no wait. I guess that's oh here it should Gwen. Here it is. So Gwen. I'm friends with Gwen. And you know what's so funny is when I first met Gwen, I mean, I absolutely hated her. I mean, it was so rough. And oh my God, I can't wait to send her this picture. I'm going to send her this picture. And so one day we were sitting around eating Thai food in Hollywood. I don't know if you guys know, but East Hollywood is Thai town. So there's like a ton of really, really awesome Thai restaurants there. And so we're eating Thai. And she was talking to our other friend. And like I said, I couldn't stand Angie's. Angie's our friend. I couldn't stand Gwen. And all of a sudden, Gwen mentioned, she's like, oh, yeah, something. She's talking about this band that she was in called The Last. I said, oh, The Last. I was like, I know them. She's like, no, you don't. She's like, they were a small band. Nobody knew them. I was like, you mean on SST Records? She's like, and then her and Angie both are like, shocked. They're like, how do you know about, The Last? Like, you're too young. I was like, no, I was a kid at the time. I remember The Last. And then she was like, oh, I was in this band called The Pandoras. I was like, The Pandoras? I was like, you mean that all-female punk band? And she's like, yeah. She's like, you wouldn't have heard of us. We were small. Yeah, see, I was like, from the 80s? And she was like, yeah, you wouldn't have heard of us. I was like, yeah. I was like, she's like, no, we weren't a punk band. She's like, we were a 60s garage band. I didn't realize that. To me, it sounded like pre-punk. And to me, when I was a kid, they were very important to me because they represented that pre-punk sound, which is, I didn't realize it was garage music. I maybe have like 40 records at this stage. Yeah. I knew you weren't vegan when you made the video with the raw liver. Yeah, the raw liver, that part. Alexa, off. So yeah, and then she was in the Pandoras, and she's also played bass on the first album for the Negro Problem. I don't know if you guys know that band, the Negro Problem. I have the record out there in the living room. I'll have to maybe show you the next time. But she was on that album too, which is it the one that I have? Anyway, so yeah, well, I can't wait to show her. She probably doesn't have this vinyl. So yeah. God, I love the Pandoras. They were awesome. So I have the cocktails, helmet. You guys remember? Anyway. Oh, look at that. You guys remember SWV? Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. Do you guys know Vomit Launch? I used to love this band. They were on Rough Trade Records. My collection is very diverse to hip hop, funk, soul, punk, metal, Italian library records. Brazilian? You have Brazilian? You know what? No wonder you were so fascinated by Brazilian music, because you're like a major music guy. I didn't realize that. That's crazy. Bahamadia, because
ele já tinha falado que gostava de música brasileira.
Sim,
lá no
the cocktails. No... Bro, you gotta the Mission UK, early goth. Anyway, yeah, you got to take a picture of your Brazilian records and show me. I'm curious because there's some old Brazilian records that you can't find in Brazil. They're out here in the U.S. In Brazil, they didn't really take care of it. Ooh, remember do you remember him, Phil the Ag? Phil the Agony. Oh my gosh, do you remember Superchunk? I saw them live a few times. Remember that song? Slack motherfucker. They're from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. I have a lot of Cocktails albums. I super got into the Cocktails. What is this? Is this that Scottish band? What is this? I can't read that. Snuff said, but gore blind. What the heck is this? I'm sorry, I'm kind of taking too long on this one record. Okay, I remember this record, but I don't remember the name. Oh, it's Snuff. Okay, it is Snuff. Okay, Snuff. Oops. I know I'm touching my fingernail, my greasy fingers on it. I did just wash my hands though, but. Yeah, I used to listen to different kinds of music. Funny thing is, I bought these records back when I was getting into Brazilian music, but it's not easy to get Brazilian records at that time. This is Snuff. This is a Scottish band. They're pretty dope. What's this? Wu-Tang Clan. What do we got here? I don't know what this is. ABV Records. I think this is a bunch of different people. Anyway. Oh, I don't know who that is. I don't remember this at all. Spontaneous Rave. I think this is a house record. Ugh, I don't even remember them. This is a hip-hop group, Subcontents. I think I bought this at their show. I don't even remember. I mean, those are just my LPs. And then I've got... Wow, I'm missing a lot of records. Looks like I'm missing an entire case of them. That's sad. So these are some of my singles. This was one of my favorite bands. I met them a couple times at the Whiskey A Go Go on Sunset Boulevard. Here's more Cocktails. This is Teen Beat Records. I was really into that. Teen Beat. More Tsunami. More Tsunami. More Tsunami. More Cocktails. Yeah. See, that's really sad. Nothing Painted Blue. Franklin Bruno, they're from Teen Beat. Oh my God, look, General Public. They're what's left of the two guys, the two frontmen from English Beat took off, and that was a big controversy. There's a whole story about that. Fastback, they were on Sub Pop Records with Nirvana and all them. Fastbacks. See? Vomit Launch. I'm telling you, these guys are so awesome. This Block of Wood, they even had a music video for that back then. And Olivia, the Olivia Tremor Control. That was cool too. Okay. What the heck is this? Oh, this was Simple Machines that Tsunami was on. They used to have a record of the month club. Oh yeah, Eggs. Oh my God, Aurora Paralysis. Oh, I forgot about Aurora Paralysis. That was the only record that made it out here, Aurora Paralysis. They were hard to find. And I met these guys, Eggs, in San Francisco as well. And what's so funny is that they were unknown at the time, but since then, the 20. I mean, I remember when I went and saw them live, like there were like 4 people there, and I was the only one that actually knew them. And after the show, all they kept talking about was how, I can't. I was talking to the guy talking about their music and this and that, and the only thing he could keep repeating over and over again was, "I can't believe our records made it out this far." Like, because they're from North Carolina as well. No, they're from Evanston, Illinois, and I'm telling you, like, he just could not believe that we had their records out here on the West Coast, and to me, they were like gods. I mean, I loved Eggs. And since then, the few people who listen to them have gone on to start their own bands. So they're like really influential. And they were totally unknown at the time. And now they're big. So you can read about Eggs now, even though at the time they didn't really get the acknowledgement that they deserved. But yeah, see, here's more Eggs. I love these guys. Grenadine. This was a super band that was created between members of Tsunami and I can't remember who else. Here it is, Aurora Paralysis. Look at that, 1992. This was one of the only records that made it out this far east or west. One of 2, I think. And they were so awesome. Wish to God I still had their sticker. Man, I should reach out to these people, see if they still exist. They were an awesome band. But that was the only record they managed to make, I think, at the time. I don't remember what this is. This is Pitch Blend. Oh, they were a punk band. Sugar. I think this is this is a house record. Jimmy Soul. I don't know who these guys are. Here's more of the record club. Here's more Eggs. More eggs. Seesaw, they were another sort of post. Oh yeah, here, Olivia Tremor Control. The Apples. More Cocktails. This was a good one. Cocktails, this was good. Leonardo. Anyway, so damn, I'm missing a lot of records. That's so sad. That really bums me out. Oh well. I have some. I guess I should be grateful for the ones that survived. Sad to think that they literally ended up in the garbage. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let me go back. My collection. Most of my records are packed up right now. One day I will get the man cave situated. I only have a few hundred unpacked at the moment. I think Arthur Verocao is the only Brazilian I've unpacked. I take that back. I think I have a Zela Barbosa album packed too. Okay. Anyway, I gotta put this stuff away. So I think that's it. I mean, I'm not sure what else. I just wanted to make sure that stuff we do was able to see the Biltong. Now I can finally eat the rest. I've been like trying to save this, and I just kept eating it because it's so good. Which goes to show you, I think I might get this stuff again. It's all like just the particles down at the bottom now because it's so thinly sliced. Okay. Well, Metal Complex just unboxing 6 folding knives.
Tá comendo, né? Surdo. Eu aqui morrendo de inveja.
Sim. Vai morrer.
Sim.
Vai morrer.
Morre.
Haha, glad I could see that. Whoa. Okay, that's my cue. All my records just fell. All right, guys. Thanks. See you guys. Fala tchau.
Ai, tchau. Bye-bye. See you later. Thank you so much.
Qual é seu faca favorito?
Amor, deixa eu mostrar como é que é um quintal brasileiro. Deixa eu mostrar aqui para eles, olha.
She's gonna show
como
you
é que é o
her
quintal,
yard.
cheio de mato. Olha. Isso é uma casa de um brasileiro.
So this is her house in Brazil.
Isso é uma carranca.
Oh, did you hear the birds?
Bye.
Amor, faça sua telefone para outra direção, para quintal. Entendeu?
Para o quintal? Sim.
Outra direção.
Eu vou lá fora? Peraí.
90 graus. 90 graus. Amor, 90 graus. Horizontal.
Assim?
Horizontal, amor. O câmera, horizontal. 90 graus. Entendeu?
Oi?
Ciência ou não?
Eu não entendo. 20 graus, como é que é 20 graus? Assim?
Isso.
Tá.
Okay, so this is her yard. Her mom handmade all the mosaics. Mostra o coisas sua mamãe criado no chão. Lembra?
Tô mostrando.
Okay, it's paused. Her mom made these little mosaic tiles all over their yard. E travou. Mostra de novo. Aqui. See? Now can you see that? She created all these tiles and these walkways. I think that's a very Brazilian thing because if you look at the walkway in Rio de Janeiro, that famous walkway, it's like all tiles. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Aí tem a carranca, amor. Aí vai entrar.
See all those mosaic tiles? Her mom handmade those. Tá bom. Obrigado, tá? Fala tchau.
Nada. Tchau, bye. Que susto.
Bye. I can't see the cursor. Why can't I see the cursor? There it is. Bye, guys. End.